This is an introduction to YouTube and YouTube video editor. So what we're going to do, you're logged into your YouTube account and presumably you've already uploaded some content, a video or maybe several clips. And when you click on your name and you click on Video Manager, it takes you to a screen that shows the videos that you've uploaded. I'm going to pick one here and I'll just kind of mess around with this to kind of, to show you what you might be doing. So when you go to that, when you select that video, you've got several tools here that you can use to edit. You've got info and settings for changing privacy and that sort of thing and basic information about the video. You've got enhancements that deal with the color and contrast, and also you can make it less shaky. You've got audio, so you can add music background, and then you've got annotations, so you can add little bubbles and that sort of thing, and then captions, which we won't really talk about here. So a quick look at these. First one, you've got the info and settings. You probably will want to make your video unlisted. You can make it public if you want, but I tend to make mine unlisted. You don't want them to be private because then other folks can't see them at all. You can also add description and tags and that sort of thing. You've got your URL here. When you finish with that, you hit Save Changes, and your changes will be saved. You can also go to Enhancements, and it will preview for you the original and what will happen if you change, if you stabilize, or if you auto fix the lighting. You can also mess with fill light, saturation, that sort of thing. So you can mess around with how that works, how that looks, if there are problems with it visually to begin with. Okay. I'm going to just hit revert to original because I don't want to save any of those changes. Notice you can also slow motion, slow things down if you want. And you can trim to adjust if you've got a bunch of junk at the beginning or end that you don't want. You can just hit trim. You can drag down here. Let's say I want to just cut off my title slide there, and maybe I want to cut off the end part. Let's say I want to get rid of those. I hit done, and then those are gone. Okay, so you can trim the beginnings and endings of your clips if you've got a lot of lead stuff on it. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to revert to the original again so I don't have to worry about saving. Okay, next thing, you can add audio. So to add audio, what you're pulling from are some Creative Commons tracks that are available through YouTube. You can search top tracks, you can search by genre, that sort of thing. Find music you like, you click on it to select it. One of the cool things that you can do here is position the audio. So if you just want music at the beginning, you can drag and have it just kind of show up at the beginning. Or you can have music just appear at the end. So you've got that as a possibility as well. Okay, and then done positioning. You can also adjust if you're putting music as a backdrop, but you want your voice to still be audible. You can adjust the music setting so that it's favoring the original audio, but we'll still have a light music backdrop or something like that. Okay, and revert to original. So that's your audio, and then annotations, and this is one that I think is really cool that you can do a lot with, because you might want to add ideas, descriptions that were maybe missed in the original shooting of the audio for something that's kind of instructive or whatever. So for mine, I'm just going to hit pause. Okay, maybe this is a place I want to drop an annotation, and it could be a speech bubble, it could be a note, title, spotlight, label, whatever. I'm just going to do mine as a speech bubble. I can position it. I can make some adjustments. to it, and then I can type and I can make some more adjustments. Okay, and so there we go. Also, if you'll notice, if you want to get really creative, you can actually link out to other things. You can link out to another video or to playlist or profile page or whatever. You see a lot of that with advertisements on videos. So, but you can do that sort of thing. And when you are finished with annotations, let's see, you may publish. So you want to get everything settled before you publish, because the publishing takes a while. Okay, so you might want to move ahead and do more annotations, put them in there, and do what you need to do. If you put an annotation and it starts in the wrong place, you can adjust simply by dragging down here where it is you want the thing to go. Okay, so you've got that option as well. So again, lots you can do there. Okay, you can save, you can publish. I'm just going to go back to watch. Okay, and I've got that whole thing going on. All right, so that's a lot of it. But I'm going to go back one more time to enhancements and show you another option here. You've also got down here, try the YouTube video editor. So if you click on that, okay, now let's say that I did all that work on my Batman video, and there are still some things I want to do with it. So I can, in the YouTube video editor, I can come down here, I can find that video, Batman on Thin Ice, and drag it in here. If I've got multiple videos, I'm just going to close this. If I've got multiple videos or clips that I'm trying to work together, maybe I'm also doing Ultimate Attack, I can put those several items down there together. So that's a nice thing. One of the things that you might find is that you have something you want to clip out of, say, the middle of your video. You shot a 5-minute video, but there was like a 2-minute lull right in the middle. So I'm going to show you that process really quickly. So if you come down here to the little magnifying glass and you click and you drag, actually first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of Ultimate Attack and just work with this one video. Don't have to do that, by the way, but if you drag this, it will kind of stretch out what you're seeing so that you can see it kind of frame by frame almost. You can really end up seeing quite a lot of it. Now, if you've got a 5-minute video, that's going to be a really, really long strip. Excuse me, I just went backwards. So that might be something that I want to edit out of my video. All right, that little error. All right, so anyway, I put that back in there. Now, let's say that I do want to clip something. You'll notice that when you put your mouse over, you will see some scissors on right at the beginning of the frame. If you hit split, then you can find where it was you wanted to split the video. So what we're going to do is actually split twice. So I'm going to say, what if I had a few seconds here that didn't belong, that was just kind of waste. So I'm going to drag it here. Let's say it was between 16 and 18 seconds. So I'm going to clip, and now you'll notice, let me stop this from playing, now you'll notice I've got a 16-second frame or segment, and then I've got the end segment, which is another 23 seconds. But remember, it was 2 seconds between 16 and 18. So I'm going to hit clip again, hit the scissors again, and I'm going to come here to what would be about 18 seconds, and I clip again. And so now I've got, let's shorten this. Now I've got these 3 clips, 1, 2, and 3, and this one was the one I was wanting to get rid of. So now I've just got the 2 clips and I've gotten rid of that junk in the middle. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do if you want to clip out any junk from your video, especially stuff in the middle. So there's some other things that you can do. You can add some titles, some text. So if there are parts to what you're doing, you just click on that A, you come down here, and let's say I'm going to do centered title. I can drop that in. Oops. Try that again. Click and drop it down here, or maybe not. Try it this way. There we go. And then I can just add whatever text. Change the font of it and all of that, and there it goes. I can add those wherever I want. So maybe I've got a transition frame here. A little add some more text between these 2 clips. And then the other thing that I can do with these, it's annoying that it keeps starting to play, by the way. I can also add transitions. So I can either transition into my title, like from my title to the actual video, like this. So I added the transition. I want it to be right there. So title, transition, video. I can expand the length of that transition like this. Did I? Unsuccessfully. It's not wanting to do it right now, so my apologies. Or I could say, let's say I don't actually want the text in here, but let's say I do want a smoother transition between these 2 parts. So I could do, say, a color fade, and where's my color fade? Here's my color fade. So I could drop that in right between those 2, and then you'll see when it goes to play, oops, again, something I should edit out. When it goes to play, there's that little color fade transition. Okay, so you can add transitions and that sort of thing if you like to. So it gives you a chance to really adapt what you've created into several parts and work with it. When you're finished, you got to make sure you hit publish. But again, don't publish until you're done with it. Oh, give it a name. Make sure you give it an actual title, otherwise we might have edited video. You hit publish, and it's going to write that whole thing. So I'm going to hit that right now and close you guys out. So thanks.